This is the last one, I promise. Last. I almost forgot this one.
Okay.
I heard you speaking on the issue of Holy Communion. The way I'm such a fan of Holy Communion. Every time after eating Holy Communion, I'm like, yeah, I'm coming to get the world.
You like eating snacks. You like eating snacks in
yes,
church.
we always remain like, if you know in your heart that you are clean, remain. I'm such a fan of Holy Communion.
I call it snacks.
It's snacks.
First of all, do your own study. You will never find the word Holy Communion in the Bible. It's not there. So it's not even in the Bible.
Okay. So this tradition we're practicing?
Where did they get it from?
Because we're doing it in remembrance.
No.
Okay.
Do you remember somebody who is alive or somebody who is dead?
Okay, we remember somebody who is dead.
Is Jesus dead or alive?
Jesus is alive.
So why do you want to remember somebody who is alive and living in you?
Hey. I hear you.
So, but you see, in the podcast here, we can't unpack it because
Okay.
it takes hours to teach it. I have to start from Exodus 12, where what they call the Passover feast.
Okay.
Because the Holy Communion actually is is patterned to be like the Passover feast, but it's not really the Passover. We don't even know what it is. But they just package something.
Yeah.
The Passover feast was established by Moses, and there were 7 feasts, 7 of them. So if you are using Holy Communion, what about the other 6? We can as well do all.
Okay.
The moment you start doing all, you're back to legalism, you are back to the law, you're back to Judaism. So that's why they select that one. But why select one and what about the others? Because if you must do all. So now the Passover feast was a feast of the Jews.
Okay.
Moses gave them those feasts because Moses preached Christ to them. Their heart were hardened. They couldn't see Christ. So he gave them feast to be celebrating. By adventure, as they are celebrating the feast, the message of Christ will register. That was the whole essence of the feast. And the Passover feast was a feast. It wasn't a little wafer and a little cup of something. No, it was a
Grape
feast
juice.
on living bread. 4 cups, not 1 cup. There were 4 cups because each of the cup represented something. There was a cup of deliverance. There was a cup of restoration. There was a cup of redemption. There were 4 of them. And you would take the 4 cups. Then there were herbs. And it was a ceremony, a big feast. All right? That's what they did all until Pentecost. Pentecost was also a feast, one of the feasts. Then there was a feast of unleavened bread.
Okay.
So they had all these feasts. Now, but what the people have done in the church tradition of today is to pick the Passover, rebrand it, and put it in a little wafer and a small cup of wine. And they call it the blood and the body of Jesus.
Yes.
Okay? But you don't need the blood and the body of Jesus when you have all of Jesus living in you.
Come on.
You get the point? So that's why when Jesus did it with the disciples on that day on Mount Olives, he said to them, this we do today, this Passover. I will not eat this with you anymore until that day in my Father's kingdom.
Okay.
Which means this is